Teaching my brothers about investments, buying up shares, financial lessons. I made 100, all off a job, all off a stock, all legal methods. I ain't got to steal no scat to get it. I got the bag and I got the image. I gave, I worship, I tithe, I serve, I prayed, I listened. Now my bag is given. I want the Rari, white, no ceilings. I'm next in line, up now, no skipping. I'm changing myself, my fam, my circle, my tribe, my culture, my world, my city. I'm changing myself, my fam, my circle, my tribe, my culture, my world, my city.
What's going on, my kings and queens out there today? We have a very special guest. And do you want to go by AJ or what you want to go by? What you want?
AJ's fine.
AJ, okay, cool. I didn't know what you wanted people to call you when they see you and stuff like that because, you know, they're going to be seeing us a lot because I do plan on spending some money marketing this video, trying to get it out there, you know, because we both have a similar vision and it's needed. You know what I'm saying? And great minds think alike. But the first thing I wanted to talk about today was going to be the conference. If y'all know him, yeah, he had a conference, a couple of them, and they were pretty nice. And I just wanted to say I appreciate you doing it because a lot of people don't have the courage to do it. Yeah. But I do want to talk first about the Elevate Me, your website and the brand and all this stuff you got doing. So could you just tell the people that's listening a little bit about that?
So the idea to Elevate Me is we're trying to take all these, you know, younger generations, all these younger people, and help them get on their path to success, basically. Right. So, and the way we do that is I basically get them together and I try to explain to them, you know, this is all a mindset thing. You know, it's not all these really successful people, these millionaires and these billionaires. These aren't people that, you know, they were born a certain way. These aren't people that got special benefits whenever they were younger. These are all normal people like me and you. You know, I'm not anybody special. I'm a normal 27-year-old guy, you know. I got a 2.8 GPA in college. I barely graduated college, actually, and I didn't want to go to college, but my dad actually made me go to college, and he actually convinced me to do it by paying basically tuition. So I'm not no special guy. All I am is just one guy that has that, you know, motivation. I have that vision. I know what I want to do. I see the, you know, finish line, and I'm doing whatever it takes to get there, basically. And the idea to Elevate Me is to basically teach these kids everything that I've learned throughout the last 10 years of my life, all the, you know, millions of dollars that I've lost, all the time and effort that I've spent, you know, all the late lonely nights, all that, you know, shit that I've learned from all that. I'm trying to teach these kids about all that stuff because, you know, if someone gave me this information 10 years ago, I'd be on Forbes right now. But you know, nobody appreciates it. You know, that's the problem. Nobody kind of sees what it is I'm giving out there. You know, even if it's $50, $100, you know, I just paid $5,000 for a seat at a conference for 30 people, actually, and I actually had to fly to Utah. The whole event overall cost me about $22,000. And if you ask me to do it again, I'd do it 10 times in just 1 week. Right. You know, I'd go every single week. I'd spend it just to not only just to, you know, hear these people speak, not only to see them talk, but also to meet the people that are there, because you got to keep in mind that if someone's paying, you know, money to go sit at a conference, they're doing it because they have the same mentality as you. And they want to learn and they want to, you know, succeed and they want to grow. So you can network with these people. It's not just about going and, you know, you pay for my show, you come see me is one thing, but you're also going to meet, you know, 200-300 other people there at that event that you can talk to and network with. And you never know, you might meet somebody that'll be your next business partner. I bet all these, you know, millionaires and billionaires, I bet they met all their business partners and investors and friends and marketers and all that stuff. I bet they met them at these, you know, conferences. They didn't just meet them on the street. Right. So, yeah, that's what Elevate Me is, to help put people together, you know. Yeah,
and I went, like I said, I went to the conference, y'all. I went to that first conference, and it was good. I liked it. It had a lot of valuable information, especially for somebody that just, they have no clue on what they want to do, how to start changing the environment.
It'll save you 5 years of your life.
Yeah, it really did. So when y'all see him asking these prices, look, y'all getting the stuff on the low end. You know,
$50 isn't shit. $50 isn't even worth it to me.
Exactly. You spend $50 going out on bill on the weekend. It's 20 for parking and 10 to get on bill. You at 30, 10 to get in 10 roof. That's 40.
My Uber to the event from the airport to the hotel was $50 to get to this event.
See what I'm saying?
I'm selling the tickets for a 2-hour conference for $50, and these people keep making excuses and lying to themselves, saying, you know, it's a scam, or saying they don't need it, or saying something that just, you know, the problem with, you know, why a lot of people around here and around us aren't successful because they keep making excuses. They keep thinking that the world is, the world owes them something. They think that the world, has something to give them, but it doesn't work like that. The world only gives to people that want, the world only gives to people that take opportunities that come in their way. Right. If an opportunity comes in my way, I'm going to take it. You called me, you said, hey, let's do this podcast. I said, fuck it, why not? Let's do it. You never know.
I like that.
I get here to sit with, another smart guy that has the same vision as me. I'm about to get in, probably in front of 2,000-3,000 people. So why not? I take every opportunity I get, because I believe that the world puts a certain opportunity in your face. It's there for a reason. You're supposed to take that opportunity. And if you're not taking that opportunity, you can't come and say in 10 years, I wasn't special. I didn't, I had a bad start and this guy had daddy's money and this guy, you're just lying to yourself. That's all you're doing is you're just straight up lying to yourself. And I'm going to
tell you, man, I get real bold on this podcast. I say stuff that most people won't say on the podcast, but another excuse that people like to use is it was the white man's fault.
It's always an excuse.
You know what
it's
I'm
always
saying?
An excuse.
People will always have an excuse for why they weren't successful. Well, they should use looking for opportunity and working and all these other things they could be doing as to why they are successful. They don't want to do that.
And they had a million doors come open up in their face, a million opportunities. They had hundreds of people walk up to them and try introducing themselves or talking to themselves. A million friends request on Facebook. They have all these situations that come up to them. They got, all these people like me offering them $50, for $50, come over here and you can fucking talk to me,
Right.
And I'm not, I'm no one special. I'm not, I wouldn't say I'm successful because, where I am today is probably not even 1% of where I plan on being in the next 12 months.
Right.
So, if I'm giving you an opportunity that I'll sit in the same room as you for 2 hours, why the fuck wouldn't you take that?
Right.
I actually offered to pay $15,000 just to talk to someone in a group of 5 people with one person and the tickets sold out. Just $15,000. Somebody, I just want to talk to him for real estate. I just want, hey, tell me how you do it. Tell me what you do. Tell me. And I actually, instead of paying him the $15,000, I actually signed up for his course for $13,000. So, and hell, in the last, 2 weeks, I've learned so much from it. Yeah. It's worth it. It's worth it.
And that's what I've been. I ain't been learning real estate lately, but I've been learning investing in the stock market.
Yeah,
and I've been paying money for courses, man. Like people don't understand the value of paying for these types of things, these conferences, these courses. That's why I can't give it to you for free, because I paid for this. Yeah. I paid for this. I spent my time. I sit down, I learn, I put in the work, and you have a guy. Well, why can't you just tell me this, or why can't you sit down with me? Man, ain't nobody sit down with me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that type of person that I'm gonna help somebody, but I ain't that type of person that just, here you go, the free game. I'm gonna give you everything. I'm gonna give you all my notes. I'm gonna give you everything out of my notebook. I can't do that. I paid for this stuff.
Well, see, I tried doing that.
Yeah.
I tried giving away stuff for free. I actually took
they don't want it.
Groups of people and I sat them down, and I told them, hey, do 1, 2, 3, and they didn't take me seriously.
They don't want it.
They were like, what do you know? Who are you to sit here and teach me? And I was like, look, man, I was like, you can either listen to what I have to tell you, whether you paid for it or not. A lot of these kids, I give it to them for free. For my first event, I actually sponsored like 50 seats.
Yeah, I saw.
50 seats, I gave them away just to get these kids that said they were dead broke. They couldn't afford to pay the $50. I was like, it's not about the $50. Fuck the $50.
It's about that vision.
Come show me that you're going to change. And I don't care about the $50. But, a lot of people did change. I'll give it to them. A lot of people came up to me. One cop actually pulled me over because he saw me driving my car. He pulled me over. He was like, dude, you changed my life after that. Just one show. Yeah. The second one. The first one was, the first one was good, but it was my first show. I have stage fright. I don't like being in front of people. I've never been in front of more than 3 or 4 people.
I could tell a little bit.
So
I could tell.
It wasn't easy, and the crazy part about it is that, with me saying those things is I don't like being in front of people. I got stage fright. That didn't stop me. That I still fucking jumped in the water. I still did what I had to do. And even in the middle of the show, I started choking up. I looked at the door and I was like, I can just leave right now and fuck all this, But, hey, I still stood there. I finished what I had to finish, because I believe that you have control over everything that you think and you say. So if I walked out of that door, that was my decision. But if I stayed there and finished what I started, You know, that was my decision too. So,
and the thing with like the having control over what you think, say, see, people don't understand. You do have. I recently unfollowed so many people on my Instagram because I was tired of seeing the same stuff. The twerk videos, the smoking, everybody at the hookah lounges. I do not care. I'm on a different path right now, you know. I'm trying to help people, and I got to help myself first.
You know what my Facebook consists of? Facebook, Instagram? Real estate videos, investors. I'm being that serious. Tax hacks, like writing off taxes, buying businesses, car dealers, marketing agencies, new marketing. That's it. I don't see any woman twerking. I don't see anyone smoking video. I see anybody that, if I see one negative thing on my Facebook, I actually go in and delete them because I don't have time to be reading negative stuff. I actually don't have any news channels on my Facebook. I don't like seeing news. I don't like because I don't believe news has any effect on whatever's going on in my life. So I just, you know, a lot of people start talking about the stuff going on in the world. I was like, I got no clue what you're talking about.
Exactly.
You know?
I'm the same way, dude.
Well, ask me anything about writing some shit off. You know, I'll show you how to write off $10 million, you know, pretty quickly.
Yeah. And see, I'm still in the learning stages with all this stuff, man. And my thing is people hit me with the same thing. They hit you with, what can you teach me? Well, that just tell me I'm talking to the wrong person. Because if you saying, I can't teach you nothing, you can't learn nothing from me, and you telling this same millionaire the same thing. And I'm going to tell you, when I was at the conference, I tried to network with about 5 different people that said they was YouTubers there. Yeah. And one guy was like, well, how do you know I'm a YouTuber? Because I spoke to him, and I already knew who he was. I knew his channel. He was like, how you know I'm a YouTuber? Dude, I do this. Like, I do my research. Like, I do this. I take the SEOs and the tags I see on your channel, put it on my channel, and I'm going to use that against you. And I know you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But people have, he left after that, too, from the conference. Yeah. And people have a million excuses, and he was saying that, oh, that's why my views went down. I was like, that is not why your views went down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's marketing. It's putting in the effort. You know what I'm saying?
See, here's how I look at situations. And I'm sorry to cut you off. Here's how I look at situations like that. So whenever I went to this conference, there were 7,000 people there. Okay. After the conference, you know, I'm a heavy believer on networking. I'm looking for investors. I'm looking for bankers. I'm looking for, you know, real estate people. I'm looking for people in all kinds of different categories that I can learn from. So, you know, in the middle of all the speakers, I was going around, you know, hey, my name is Abdullah. You know, this is what I do. I'm a car dealer. I do real estate. I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, what do you do? And, you know, my point is that you're not going to see anybody with the same vision as you. You're not going to see anybody that thinks the way you think. You're not going to see anybody that is probably as humble as you do. But what ended up happening throughout this event is I ended up actually benefiting one thing from every single person that I met. So I ended up, the first day I was there, I shook, you know, and I had to go up there and introduce myself. Nobody came up to me. Right. Nobody, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because, you know, I'm a big guy. I don't know if it's because I'm A-Rap. I don't know why, but nobody walked up, and there's 7,000 people there, but I walked up and introduced myself 70 different times, you know, to 70 different people the first day. And each time I introduced myself, I gathered one piece of information from each person. And I also told them, I was like, hey, man, you know, I do consulting. I do conferences. You know, if you need any help, I can help you out. Right. So I networked. I got, you know, probably 200-300 followers after that event. I got, you know, a lot of people that are subscribed to my website now. So really the point I'm trying to say is, like, not everything is going to go the way you want. But at the same time, if you can take one piece of information from every person you go and shake their hand with, you know, don't look at things that, you know, these people have to respect you, because at the end of the day, nobody's going to respect you. I can count on one hand how many people show me respect, even though I've done what I've done and I'm at where I'm at, which isn't shit, honestly, compared to where I'm trying to be. Right. But I still, you know, when I walk up and introduce myself to bigger people, they, you know, spit on the head. This is just how it is, and it's fine. It's fine. But if I can take one piece of information from that dude that can, you know, I can gather up all that information that I've, you know, benefited and learned from all these different people, that's going to help me, you know, grow and help me go faster to basically where I'm trying to get. So that's all it's about, you know. You don't have to get respect from anybody. You just have to get what you need to get. And then after you're done, you know, receiving the information any type of information that you receive, no matter how stupid it may seem, I promise you at some point you're going to use that information at some point in your life, because you're a young guy. What are you? You're probably 25. Yeah, you're 25 years old. So all that information you learn from all these different people, you're going to use it at some point in your life. One day you're going to wake up and be like, damn, I remember that dude that, you know, looked at me like I was a little, you know, bottom of the barrel scum. I remember he said 1, 2, 3. that'll actually work right here.
Right.
That's all it's about. So I don't mind listening to anybody talk. I actually like listening to people talk. You teach me a lot of stuff. I'm sure I'll listen to him, and I'm sure he'll teach me some stuff that I don't know. So you don't have to be listening to somebody that is a somebody. You just have to listen to somebody speak, and something is going to come out of their mouth that you probably didn't know. And of course, there's some people out there that they're just lost and clueless, and that's it. They're just brain dead. These are people you just get them out of your way. But at a business conference like the one you were at or the one that I was at, the chances are these aren't brain dead people.
Right.
The brain dead people are the ones that are making excuses, on Facebook and talking about how I'm only where I'm at because my dad. Those are the people that you don't want to listen talk, because at the end of the day, if they can't take 2-3 hours out of the time to go listen to somebody talk, they got no hope. They got no hope. They just. And at some point, the shitty thing is, and I was actually talking to one of the big influencers in Utah, and he was actually telling me, he was like, look, man, I was the same way when I started, and he was like, now I actually charge double or triple the price to the people that were talking shit.
Right.
Now I charge them 3 times the price to come to my shows. So he was like, it doesn't matter. He was like, because at some day, if you don't have haters, you're not doing something right. If you don't got people that saying negative shit, you're not doing anything. You're not doing it right. So it's fine. It's all I'm saying is like, keep pushing through it. Keep moving forward.
And trust me, I'm working on it, man. But it's just, like I said, trying to get folks to understand the value, and like not just my podcast, but like your stuff too. Because when you had their first conference, I sent it out to about maybe 10 people. I had a bunch of friends at the time, but it's not as many now. But I sent it out to about 10 people, and I think 2 came.
Yeah,
2 came.
That's
it's better. It's better than nothing. But it's like, okay, well, I'm at the point now where I don't feel like I should be talking to y'all every day if we can't get on the same page as far as elevating your life. You know what I'm saying?
It's not necessary, man. That's not necessarily the point. Like all these people that doubted me, I didn't lose faith in them. I'm still friends with them. A lot of my family actually were one of those people that I was talking about. I have family that supported me. They actually paid and didn't even show up. They just got on the Zoom and watched the video afterward. But they showed me some support. But I also had a lot of cousins and family that they were laughing at me. They were like, "Dude, you were like who are you to go teach people?" So I mean, it's fine. But now over time, you start kind of getting their support. You start kind of like feeding off of them and them feeding off you, and it actually starts kind of work better over time. So I still give effort to the people that they were making excuses, as long as they were I saw that there was a little hope left in them. I still, kind of push, and I was like, man, look, just show up. My last event, I don't think I charged anybody anything. Like I actually put it out there. That was
the one at Collierville.
The money management class.
Yeah.
The money management class. Yeah, I think only 2 people paid for that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people still showed up, but that one was like that was a really good one. But I think only 20 people ended up showing up.
Yeah.
It was a little disappointing because that was a very big subject. That was a subject that actually helped me, the most out of the last 10 years of my life was that class that I taught.
Right.
And not a lot of people took benefit of it, but most people would have just gave up right then and there. But I didn't actually redesign my website. I spent a lot more in marketing. I took a step back and I started realizing, okay, maybe I'm targeting the wrong people. Maybe I'm targeting the wrong audience. Maybe I need to back up a little bit and go a little more, instead of just targeting in Memphis, maybe I need to go to like Nashville and Dallas and spread out that far. Target Memphis, target Jackson, target Dallas, target Nashville, and just do one big, show every now and then, or one big class, or do. So the point I'm trying to make is that I kept changing things. I kept trying to figure out. I wasn't blaming everybody out there. I was also blaming myself because, maybe I'm not getting my message out there the right way. So that's whenever I kind of took a step back. That's why a lot of people thought, I just stopped, I gave up. But I actually just took a step back and, I just started overlooking everything.
Over the
I was
game
like,
plan.
I need to change. Something needs to change. Because I was like, I shouldn't be working so hard trying to teach people how to build their credit, manage their money, write out taxes, and do all that shit. And only for $50, I shouldn't be working this hard.
Right.
So, I took a step back and I reevaluated a lot of things. And I got a new game plan now. I talked to big people and I know what I need to do right now. So I'm about to hit it again. Actually, I just finished the new website. And I put a sales seminar class on the website, but I don't know if I'm going to change the date. It's a little too sure, it's like 3 weeks away. I might change the date. I might keep it. I don't know. But I figured out what I'm doing wrong. It's not their fault. It's a little bit of my fault too. So
yeah, and one thing, man, people don't understand or look at is how important the process of redefining or refining and going back over your game plan is. Like, people see my YouTube channel and be like, "Oh man, it looks good." Like the last guy I had on the podcast, he said, "Man, I looked over your YouTube channel, man. Look professional, look good." Dude, you don't know how many times I'd had to redo that. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't just. A lot of people just think you can make it one time and it's golden. Nah.
No, it takes a few years. It takes a few years.
And that's with anything you do.
Yeah.
Man, I'm talking about from designs to shoot, just even these questions that I had wrote down for the topics, I had to go over that like 5 times, just to make sure it's something that would benefit both of us, Yeah. But people don't look at that stuff. But the next topic I wanted to go over to was eating losses as a business owner, and we kind of touched on that a bit. Like with the conference, and you were talking about how you gave away 50 seats, that was big. It said a lot. It said that you really do care, you know what I'm saying? And people still just don't understand that. I think I saw a post where you were like, it wasn't just a big loss, but it's the fact that y'all not coming. Yeah. And like people still were like under the post making excuses. I'm like, man, it's free now. Like,
yeah.
And even if it was,
how many seats I ended up giving away? Like I offered 50. I don't know if I said I offered 50 or I gave away 50. I offered 50. You know how many actually took them up?
How many? 3.
3 people. 3 people. They ran out of fucking excuses.
That's wild.
I didn't care. It didn't bother me. It really didn't, It was a little trippy walking in there and seeing so many empty seats because, at first it was supposed to be 500 people.
Right.
And then I got 500 seats out there. And then, the day before the event, a lot of people were asking me, can this be online? And once I switched to online, 70% of the people switched to online.
Wow.
Because they were so lazy, they didn't want to actually drive to the hotel and do that. But, back to your original question. So when it comes to losses, I believe losses are just, the cost of getting to wherever you want to get. So
yeah.
I've lost, so much money over the last 10 years of my life. And realistically, it's a number probably bigger than I could calculate.
Yeah.
But the way I look at it is every penny that I lose, every dollar or whatever it is that I lose, something came from it. I benefited something from it.
Right.
And if I didn't benefit something from it, I just fucked up.
Yeah.
So it's fine. Losses don't bother me. I actually lost $100,000 in 4 hours a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So it doesn't bother me. From those $100,000, I learned, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how I need to calculate the market. This is how I need to calculate this. This is how I need to do 1, 2, 3. I need to do this day instead of this day. It'll work out better. So I don't look at losses as
it's just the most drastic thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah. I look at losses as like this was the cost of this is what it costed to learn this, situation. This was what it costed me $100,000 to learn that I shouldn't have done this no reserve auction on Friday at 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
So instead I did it on Monday at 9 o'clock and actually worked out really good the next week.
Right.
So it's just the cost. This is how it is.
Yeah.
I've failed and lost so much money over the last 10 years that it's unbelievable. And I could have done a lot of things with that money, but if I didn't lose that money, I wouldn't be where I was today.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. And that's one way I look at losses too, man. It's just I don't mind taking that loss if it's like I'm pushing towards something better,
Yeah.
What I would consider a loss that most people don't consider a loss is you go to the strip club and you wham, 100, wham, 200, wham, you lost it. Like you didn't gain anything from that but a boner. Like man, but let's go to the next topic. This one is a little bit off from the business, but it's still pertaining to your business, Cars Inc. So also, what's the address on it? So the people listening, they could, if they want to go buy a car, this man, he has a dealership. You can buy, shop, whatever you want to do. They'll get you right. Customer service on point. What's the address on it?
It's 5095 Covington Way. Cars Inc.
Cars Inc. Don't go to the dealership next to it. What's that one's? I don't want to say that name. Just look for Cars Inc. It's a blue sign. But what was your favorite car, man, this year? Because I know you done had a lot, man. So this year alone, what was your favorite?
Man, it's hard to say. Probably either the Urus, the Lamborghini Urus, or the blue McLaren, the 600 LT.
I don't think I saw that one, the blue one.
That was a fun car. That was
more fun.
That was actually a very, very hard car to sell. I actually liked the blue one more than the white one. Yeah. It was just too race car like, and my dad didn't drive it, so it was just. That's really the only reason why I sold it. But that was a fun car. It was like driving a video game. It was like you felt like you were in a video game in a golf cart, man. It was. I missed that car. I'm actually trying to buy it back right now.
You might as well, man. Yeah. Just go ahead and then just get it back for trick or treat.
Yeah.
At the Holly. But no, man. So the next one was the race scene here, and if you planned on getting back in it, and the reason I asked if you planned on getting back in it was because it's a hobby that I love, and it's something I want to get back into. But I know one of my major reasons for not just yet is my health, with my neck and everything. But all the fast guys here, they say all the fast guys here typically try to be friends and stuff. And I kind of see it a bit, but I never saw that with you. You know what I'm saying? When, like last year, when the 240, he was knocking everybody off. You like, let's do it. Like, you weren't scared or nothing. But you plan on getting back into that?
Man, probably not. Honestly, probably not, because it's a distraction at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I believe that if you got a goal, the only way you'll get to that goal in a certain amount of time is if you only focus on that goal. So I kind of took out my social life because I promised myself in the next 12 months I'm going to hit a certain goal.
Right.
And to get that certain goal, I have to stay focused on it. So
right.
The car scene definitely it takes a little attention. It's a distraction though. The drama's a distraction.
Right.
The going out, to the track and sitting there for a few hours is a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something like I was, it was like one thing I was 100% okay with kind of giving up for now, Now, whenever I kind of hit my goal that I want to hit in 12 months, I'll probably get back in it after that just to have some fun. But for the next 12 months, no, I'm hitting this really hard.
Yeah, I got a Fox bot I was putting together at home, and I kind of didn't put it on pause because I'm like, I'm in the same boat. I got some goals I want to hit, and I'm like, man, to get this Fox body up, ready, and running, and actually be decent enough to have fun, and I probably had to spend about 10, 15 grand. And I was like, that's money I could be investing with,
You can't have everything you want. You got to make sacrifices, especially if you want to, if you got a financial goal or a business goal you want to get, you have to give it everything you got, and that's the only way you'll get there. So
yeah, and the last topic I had for you, I didn't want to hold you too long, was real estate plans, man. I know you paid for the guy, talk to the guy and all that stuff, man. What kind of plans you looking at?
My plan right now is to close on 20 houses, like rental properties, by the next, I said 60 days after the conference, after I did that class. So right now I think it's like 45 days. So I'm closing on one tomorrow, and I'm actually working on 7 other properties I should have closed by Monday next week. So my plan is to buy 20 real estate, 20 rental homes all over Memphis, all over Mississippi, like just 50, 60 mile radius. Rent them out, and then once I get enough cash flow, I plan on buying some commercial properties. Right. And one might actually come quicker than the other. I actually bid a $1 million commercial property yesterday, and I sent the information to the bank. So you never know. I might actually get into the commercial properties quicker. The commercial property, I kind of prefer it because it's easier to walk into a bank and get a loan on. If it's already rented out, you can just take the lease agreements and you can give them to the bank, and they'll give you a loan most of the time as long as the price makes sense. Right. But that's my plan is build my portfolio, have, positive passive income, cash flow, and kind of slowly back off of, having to be full-time at the dealership and get into real estate, and then get hopefully into Elevate Me more, Yeah. I want to, I see a big future for Elevate Me. I hope a lot more people will get involved with it locally before, bigger people get involved with it. Right. I've talked to a lot of people at the conference, and everybody liked me. Actually, a lot of bigger investors actually messaged me yesterday and said they're going to give me a big credit line. So okay, it's I hope the local people take advantage of it before the bigger people do. No, a lot of times it takes the people, the so-called bigger people and the people with bigger influence to notice you and what you're doing before the
people here, well, I ain't even gonna say the smaller people, but for them to notice you, the people that they are already looking up to, they kind of want to hear from them first for like some type of validation thing.
It's going to be too late.
Yeah.
Once the second goes, it's going to be too late. It's not going to be